Answer me, Flynn. There is such a charge as dumb insolence, you know.
Just reading, Miss Ferguson.
Oh, I see. Suppose you've got more time on your hands these days, eh? Heard you were stood down as top dog.
She wasn't stood down.
I wasn't talking to you, Egbert. Get back to your picture book. Still, I'm not surprised. It's a pity, though. We had such high hopes for that council of yours.
Not mine, the women's.
Oh, yes, yes. Democracy and all that. Any prizes for guessing who the new top dog is?
There isn't one. Not yet.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I heard on the grapevine that you've got the final approval. Well, I guess that excludes Lou Kelly, eh?
It excludes anyone who isn't prepared to protect the women against extortion, rackets, unfair treatment. And you.
Well, that excludes everyone. Return the books before you go to lunch.
Come on, Nora, don't let her upset you.
Oh, she's right, you know. There's no one who can stand up to her, no one.
But why? One minute you say won't touch the case with a barge pole, then you change your
wouldn't.
mind.
That lady is murder.
Oh, very funny. Would you like a scotch?
Yes, please, no ice. Anyway, it's got nothing to do with the case. It's David I'm worried about.
Because of Eve, but why?
It's obvious.
Jen, hi.
Hi, Jenny. Didn't see you there.
Do you think he can win it?
What?
The Wilder case. Ben, you really don't want to talk about this, do you?
Oh, at last the penny drops. No, I do not.
Well, I do. I have met that lady, and if she's a murderer, I'm a third cousin to a monkey's uncle.
All right, then. Hello, room service. Yes, could you bring up some grapes, nuts, and a bunch of bananas?
Stop it, I'm
please?
serious.
Just think I'll be the first man in all time to marry a primate dressed in Japanese drag. No, darling, she is guilty and David knows it. Now, instead of dumping her and letting somebody else take the case...
Excuse me. I know Eve Wilder. I happen to think she's innocent.
Jenny, you do not know the facts.
Well, perhaps not, but neither will the jury if you get your way. Dump her, I think you said.
Jenny, he didn't mean it
He said
literally.
it. Well, I've been stuck in that place, and there were times when everyone had dumped me too. Try it sometime. It's a wonderful feeling.
Jenny, you were innocent. You had a case to present to court.
Not according to my first legal gentleman. As far as he was
Yes, I'm
concerned...
sorry. I am sorry.
So am I. I'm sorry for all the women that are in that place because most of the legal profession think like you. Dump her.
Hey.
I had to go back there today. I had to tell Lexi that her mother had disowned her. Oh, she pretended she didn't care, but I know better. It's incredible how noise carries in that place, especially after lights out. The crying. Well, that's what Lexi will be doing tonight. Forget? Oh, no, Ben. No, don't you worry yourself about it. No, you and Ben concentrate on this wonderful wedding. It's far more important. Jenny.
How is she?
I don't know. She won't speak to me. Ben, how can she think that of us?
I suppose if we spent time inside, we might feel the same way.
But all we said was
Doesn't
about...
matter what we said, darling. Think what she's been through. Must have been a nightmare, especially for someone like Jen.
Darling, what's wrong?
See what I just said? Why should it be any worse for Jenny? Why can it be just as bad for some street kid? Oh, no wonder she flipped if that's what we're saying.
We didn't mean anything by it. I mean, we're allowed our opinion, surely.
Yeah, sure, yes, as long as it's not stupid and naive. We have been acting a bit poncy lately, you know. Your promotion, a wedding, clothes.
I've been thinking about that. The wedding, I mean.
Me too.
Ben, I don't care if it's Latvian, Japanese, or just the registry office. As long as we're married.
Sure.
No, sir. All I'm saying is stand by just in case. All right, I'll let you know. Wanted to see me? Yes, Meg, just a minute. Roger and Reynolds. I've contacted the other blocks, and there'll be 5 officers if you need them. Yes, but don't forget the 2 police. All right, thanks. What's going on? Just had a call from the police. They're bringing in 2 new inmates. Apparently, they've picked up an escort of bikies on the way. Bikies? Oh, it's just 3 or 4. So far, they're keeping their distance, but I'm taking no chances. I want you to help with the induction. I wonder who they're sending us this time.
perfectly simple question. $100,000 and a gun. Would you use it?
No! No, I wouldn't. But I did, so I must be lying. So why are you wasting your time?
Well, why wouldn't you? When you have the gun, you have an old man as a hostage. He's not going to give you any trouble, so why not?
Miss Ferguson's father you're talking about?
What about in here? You having any trouble with the women?
No. Well, they're friendly, most of them anyway.
Oh, and how do you deal with the others?
Well, I don't know. Well, I don't have much to do with them.
You mean you get someone else to bash them up for you?
No!
Well, why not? You're the top dog, aren't you? Or you want to be. Isn't that the usual thing for the top dog to do?
Yes, I suppose
The last
so, but
time I
that's
talked to you, you told me in great
I
detail...
know what I
exactly-
said! But I thought you were going to put me back in Ingalls. I lied, all right? You don't know what it's like in there. Just couldn't know.
All right, Rebecca. No more questions.
Look, I know everybody's telling the truth. Well, there must be. I couldn't do those things now. I just couldn't.
I know. I'm sorry, but I had to be sure.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again, but that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun